Hey, what's up guys? It's Tat and welcome on into this video. It's going to be an end of year video here. It's literally New Year's at the time of me uploading this and wow, a lot has happened to Dead by Daylight over the last year. A lot of new chapters, lots of new perk changes and killer reworks, and a lot of stuff has already been promised for 2025. And I want to have a little bit of a wish list going into 2025 here. I don't think I'm really asking for much. I'm not asking for killer reworks or anything of the nature. I'm focusing mostly on quality of life with a few things that are actually balance related, but they're not killers or perks. So let's just start off with that. Top of the wish list, Backwater Swamp rework. This map looks like garbage. It has been in the game for what, 8 years now. All the other maps that have been released have either been updated at some point in the past or have been part of the Realm Beyond, which is a graphical rework that Behavior tried doing like 4 years ago. They've slowed down quite a bit on map reworks, and this map is this map is long overdue for a visual overhaul at the very least. It definitely needs some balance tweaks as well. There's lots of dead zones that can spawn, and the map is just absolutely massive. But as far as reworks go, I think this is the really big one I have. In the same kind of category here is some map balance updates. I'd love to see an update to Area of Crows, Garden of Joy, Gideon Meat Plant, and Bantam Preschool. Just off the top of my head, Area of Crows pallet loop should be probably a little bit less safe. Garden of Joy, I don't think anyone's going to really dismiss this. There's two really big problems with the map: the main building and the parking lot loop. That's it. Gideon Meat Plant has lots of breakable walls that can create dead zones, and the pallet loops themselves are just really uninteresting. Admittedly, Gideon Meat Plant has always been like that, but I would love a shift to more skill-based gameplay for both sides with either more window loops or shorter pallets, just something to spice things up. And Bantam Preschool as well could use a reduction in breakable walls, maybe even make some of the variations of the map a little smaller, or outright remove them. I might be a masochist here. I actually think Bantam Preschool is a pretty fun map to play on as both survivor and killer, but I admit it has its problems, notably in the main building. I don't really know how to go about solving those, so I can't even begin to suggest what should and shouldn't be done. Luckily, that's not my problem. I'm just a Twitch streamer and YouTuber. I don't have to worry about game balance. What's next on my wish list is some accessibility options. There's a lot of different things they could add, but one thing that I think would be really nice and just universally praised would be an aura color accessibility. Let players change the colors of all of the auras in game for survivors, killers, windows, pallets, hooks, totems, generators, chests, exegates, hatches, anything that you can ever reveal with an aura. You should be able to go into the accessibility menu and select a specific color of your own choosing with like a hex editor or even just like a default color picker, and just apply that globally. I would love to have purple auras here. I would love to have yellow auras, more white auras. Just let me fine tune my own settings and choose how I play the game. And going off of that, this is another point I have for my wish list, and that's just more graphic settings. There's like literally like 3 things you can change. If we can have a film grain toggle, ambient occlusion, dynamic shadows, just things that are already part of the graphics quality preset at the top, but just separated so that you can turn some things on and then leave other things off, that would be great. Also, I don't know why FSR 2 isn't in the game. FSR 1 is for some reason. I don't know why they picked that over FSR 2. So if FSR 2 could be implemented, or even DLSS, that would be awesome. We already have XCSS, and that is a great upscaler. And finally, this is very end of my wish list here, and that's just network improvements. I don't know if this has been happening to a lot of people, but at least where I am, there's been a lot of network issues, lots of ping spikes and just weird matchmaking things going on. I have been queued up for like a minute. I get into a game, everything's good, and then about 2 minutes into the match, I suddenly get like red or yellow ping. And it's not just me. I click at the match details with the pause menu and I look, and everyone else is like 150, 180, 200 ping for like a few seconds, and then it goes back down to like the normal ping, which is for me, it's like about 62 milliseconds. Sometimes I hover around 50. So it's between 50 and 70 is my usual ping. But I've been noticing more often I'm being put in lobbies that have 80 ping, 90 ping. And then, like I said, there's these weird spikes, completely random moments where ping just spikes to 200 and it makes the game unplayable. So if ping could be addressed, that would be great. There's a theory going around that Behavior has sold or switched server providers and they're now using a cheaper server solution. I hope that's not the case because it looks pretty bad. But yeah, if these things could be implemented, that would be awesome. The one thing here is just let's fix the servers, man. I don't know what's been going on. It's not just this event. For the last 2 or 3 months have been having these issues. So it'd be great if it could be addressed. That's it. That's my wish list, guys. Also Buff Legion.